I'm Barry Funkhauser, and this is the Barry Funkhauser Show. Well, here's what's going on today. LA Metro launches an ambassador program. California is expected to oust Walgreens after it restricts access to the abortion pill. And former Boy Meets World star announces a run for Congress. As always, I'm here with my co-host and general know-it-all current events guy, Joe. Hey, Joe.
Yeah, Bear. These headlines are a little misleading.
Uh-oh,
I'm
what
just
does that
gonna throw
mean?
that out there right now. Well, we'll talk about it when we get into the news, but the Walgreens one is a little misleading, so we'll talk about that a little bit. But well,
I'd like to start off the Wednesday with drama like that.
Oh, there's no drama like that.
So, Joe, what's today? It's hump day, isn't it? Did you have a good middle of the week? I know you're planning for your snowboarding trip, but, you know, it's starting to... before we get started, I got to tell you a little thing. So, me and my sweetie, we're living down there in the valley, and, the cost of gas is so high, and it takes so long to heat up an apartment. We've been talking for about a week. Maybe you should get a floor heater, And yesterday was the big day where I went and got a floor heater at a discount. And I wonder, Joe, do you think I'm too late? Do you think it's still going to be cold enough for a heater?
Wait, do you mean like a space heater?
Yeah.
But you got a deal on it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, it's fine. I don't think it's gonna be all that. I think we're done though with the major cold. Because it's been getting like cold for California, like in the 30s at night. And that's cold for us. I don't know if we're gonna do that anymore. I know the rest of the country for the next few weeks is gonna be getting an Arctic blast. And they're gonna have some crazy temperature fluctuations. I just read that Tennessee right now they're 15 degrees above average temperatures, right? They're going to get a flip of 15 degrees below average temperatures this weekend. So they're getting some like crazy fluctuations there in like the Tennessee Valley and the Midwest and stuff like that. But here, I don't know. You might it'll be great for next season. That's what we'll say. It'll be great for next season.
I'm driving away from the store, a big smile on my face. I got a space heater for $23. How about
That's pretty
that?
good.
Sitting there driving home going, boy, it's a nice day today. I bet you there's going to be a lot more of those ahead. Then I'm like, oh, man. Oh, that's why it was so cheap.
I don't know. It's like we're looking at lows of 50s next week. So I don't. You might have been a little bit too late, but it's okay. You got to snuggle with your sweetie all this winter, so it's fine.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into the news today. LA Metro launches an ambassador program. The hundreds of new ambassadors on the LA Metro are meant to help with passenger safety and other services. Listen.
Jennifer Sori, in the green shirt, is about to get on that train. Not as a passenger, but as one of some 300 new Metro ambassadors, unarmed workers who monitor what's going on a train and provide an extra layer of support and security. What brought you to this job?
To help people.
The job is to help people on a train, a platform, in the station, on a bus.
Oh, I love this job. I absolutely love this job.
Takesha Harper, who came from a customer service background, and Patrick Satchel.
I am an Air Force veteran. I've done security also.
The Metro ambassadors.
Creating an army of Metro ambassadors has been in the works for a couple of years. They'll be unarmed, but armed with 40 hours of classroom training and 40 hours of field training. Ahmed Sagani works with Metro to hire ambassadors who start at $23.50 an hour.
We looked for individuals that have lived experience, individuals that ride the Metro themselves. These could be individuals that have some form of disabilities.
So they really understand the people on a train.
There's, that empathy aspect to it.
Every one of my constituents has a different perception of what it takes for them to feel safe in a public space.
Supervisor Holly Mitchell says these ambassadors are an alternative safety model.
We thought that by, again, having an extra set of eyes in the system, unarmed and well-trained, we could improve people's perceptions of public safety without the unnecessary risks of over-policing or enabling situations to escalate to violence.
No, but I would say eye contact is not always the answer to that.
I say, I hope you have a great day no matter what. And I said, I know it's hard out here.
But are you prepared to deal with somebody who doesn't want to be nice to you?
I'm going to tell you, I've done security. When I got out the military, I contemplated being law enforcement, but I understand the pressure, and people need to be happy.
They're trained to not engage, but disengage.
If there's a situation where there's a gun, you back off of the situation. You ask the other riders to back off of the situation so that everyone can be safe.
Jennifer Sori and her team saved a woman's life one night on a train platform by administering CPR. How did that all work? I mean, that's kind of a panic moment, isn't it?
It is, but you have to think fast. You can't wait any second. Every second counts.
And every second will count for Metro's new ambassadors, whose job it'll be to support, connect, and report. On the O-Line, I'm Hal Eisner, Fox 11 News.
Okay, Joe, so as a new train rider myself, I just started taking the Metro rail because it's so convenient. I'm kind of jazzed about this because I was looking at a lot of the routes on where to go, and some of them are a little bit sketchy. And it's nice to know
Sketchy how?
Well, there's less people yelling, and just too many people. That's all. To get there at the middle of the night is a little scary. So,
you're riding the Metro middle of the night. Yeah, the Blue Line downtown to Long Beach can be a little hairy at times at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, when I rode the train, I didn't have any problems at all. I actually talked to a tourist about Santa Barbara because they were going on up to Santa Barbara for the day.
Nice, love Santa Barbara.
Yeah, so it was a good time. So, well, I'm okay with these L.A. Metro ambassadors making the ride a little safer.
I like this. I think this is a good idea. Like we do need one of the big pushes lately has been to involve more just like normal people, mental health professionals to deal with non-emergency situations, but situations that gotta kind of need to be dealt with. You don't need cops coming over and dealing with someone who's probably having a mental health issue, screaming at people or blah blah blah. So maybe these ambassadors can help to diffuse those situations. It's just also nice to like have some people down there directing people if you need to go. It's not some, people that ride the train regularly, sure, they know where they're going, but sometimes I ride the train once or twice a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I just, would like someone to be like, hey, go up those stairs and take the next train, on your right. That would be great. Plus these jobs pay pretty well. They're like $45,000 a year. So with benefits, that's not bad. So
and they hired people that are like knowledgeable about how to deal with other people. I like this.
Exactly. I think that's going to be the most important. Not everybody can deal with people in a polite, respectful, and helpful manner. That is true.
Yes. So I'll meet you on the train, Joe.
Ooh, where are we going?
Anywhere you want for $10.75.
Oh, let's go to Pasadena. I haven't been to Pasadena. I haven't taken the Gold Line yet, so I'd love to do that.
We can do that.
Yeah, we can go. You just take it down to Union Station, take the red to the Union Station, and then take the Gold Line to Pasadena. We'll go walk Arroyo Seco, and we can talk about the history of the Arroyo.
I like it. All right. Well, today's show is brought to you by
Val Surf, LA's source for all things surf, skate, and snow. Selling footwear, apparel, and gear since 1962. Visit their shop online at valsurf.com.
All right, more news. Well, California is expected to oust Walgreens after the company restricts access to his abortion pill. Listen.
And Walgreens' decision not to distribute the abortion pill mifepristone in 20 Republican-led states comes in response to pressure from anti-abortion lawmakers and lawsuits.
We don't have a say in our own body.
San Diegan Burks Montoya supports Governor Newsom's social media statement that, quote, California won't be doing business with Walgreens or any company that cowers to the extremists and puts women's lives at risk.
It kind of makes sense, though. Like, why make business with people who don't want to actually help us out?
A spokesperson from the governor's office tells CBS 8 that California is reviewing all relationships between Walgreens and the state. We will not pursue business with companies that cave to right-wing bullies pushing their extremist agenda, or companies that put politics above the health of women and girls.
This is consistent with his record of being in support of women's reproductive rights and reproductive health.
Professor Ushma Upaviai is a public health scientist at UC San Francisco.
This decision by Walgreens is not based in science. It was based on politics.
She is particularly worried that people who need this essential care won't be able to access it.
And I'm concerned about people of low income, adolescents, and people of color who will be the most affected by this decision.
While Walgreens did not respond directly to Governor Newsom's tweet, it did say in a statement to CBS 8 that the chain does plan to dispense mifepristone in any jurisdiction where it's legally permissible to do so, adding, quote, once we're certified by the FDA, we will dispense this medication consistent with federal and state laws. Providing legally approved medications to patients is what pharmacies do and is rooted in our commitment to the communities in which we operate.
On a broader scale,
on Sunday, the governor of Illinois, where Walgreens is headquartered, spoke out on Face the Nation.
These pharmacies need to protect women's health. That is the business that they should be in. And so in states where it's legal to have an abortion and legal to sell an abortion pill, they should still be doing it.
And this comes as a federal judge in Texas is expected to rule on a lawsuit that seeks to block the use of medication abortion nationwide. A decision on that is expected any day now.
All right. And this story, of course, two guys are talking about abortion again. And
of course.
Right. So you said in the beginning that there's some controversy to this story, Joe, isn't it?
Well, the headline is the headline is very salacious because it's saying that Governor Newsom is going to oust Walgreen, right? And that oust Walgreen means that you're like the governor's going to kick Walgreens out of the state. That's not what he's doing. All right. He is not outlawing Walgreens in California like the title of the story says. Really, they're just going to look at any kind of business relationship that the state of California has with Walgreens, and they're just going to pull that money back. It's really similar to what DeSantis is doing in Florida with Disney, except it's DeSantis is fighting a losing battle because it's Disney. I mean, you're not going to beat Disney. You're not gonna get people on your side hating Disney. Why? Because all kids love Disney. All right. So what? You're all these people on the conservative right are just gonna stop letting their kids interact with Disney because Ron DeSantis says that they're evil and pushing some kind of gay agenda. It's dumb. But voting with your pocketbook is becoming much more prevalent now, I think.
Yeah.
And relevant. Because if Walgreens can't do business with the state of California, the largest state in the nation, that's going to hurt their bottom line. So they're going to have some decisions to make.
Well, yeah, I guess they're not getting the government perks anymore over there at Walgreens. That's for sure, huh?
Yeah, that is for sure. But you know, like we're all for women's access and support for that. So this just seems like a really bad move by Walgreens. They didn't even need to say anything. They didn't need to say anything. None of this has been. I mean, they came out of the gate early because there have been no decisions from the Supreme Court or federal courts on this yet. They should have just waited. Just wait it out, guys. Why did you have to make this decision and basically piss off half the country? Because that's exactly what they did. we're in such a partisan era of politics now that any kind of thing that is even perceived slightly to be political is going to make half the country mad. So this is a really dumb move on Walgreens' part. Like I said, they should have just waited and figured out, like, let the law figure itself out first before you jump into this kind of controversy, businesses.
So dumb.
So dumb.
All right, well, more news tonight. And finally, a former Boy Meets World star announces his run for Congress. Ben Savage announced that he's running for Congress in California's 30th Congressional District. Take a
love this story.
This is so good.
Corey Matthews wants to go to Washington. Former Boy Meets World star Ben Savage announced today he's running for Congress. He's going to run for a seat in District 30. That area includes West Hollywood, Burbank, and Pasadena, and also Hollywood.
Nice.
Us here. On his Instagram, Savage says he's a proud Californian, union member, and longtime resident of the district. The seat is currently held by Adam Schiff, and many people think that he'll be going for Senator Dianne Feinstein's seat. Last year, Savage ran for a seat on the WeHo City Council, but he did not win.
So you think this is good, huh?
I love this story. I really, really do. You know why? Because people don't understand just how smart Ben Savage is. They just think, oh, he's just a child actor. Why am I ever gonna listen to him?
I don't know anything about his politics or nothing, but I
Ben Savage, after Boy Meets World, you know what he did? He went to Stanford and he got himself a political science degree.
Wow.
So dude is smart. And I am okay with this. I love his union stance. He is, like you said, he's a proud union member and has been since he was a kid. You know, he's looking for inclusivity, and he wants to really go to Congress and help to work on housing inequality. That's going to be one of his big things. I'm all about this because you know what? Adam Schiff is going to win. He is going to win that Senate seat because he has just so much cash on hand. He's got like $50 million in the bank. Katie Porter, who is also running for the Senate down from Irvine, she's only got like $1 million, maybe $2 million in the bank. Barbara Lee, who has also announced that she is running for the Senate seat. She is from the Bay Area. I believe she is in the Oakland Congressional District right now. She's got like $50,000 in the bank. So I don't think Barbara Lee is going to make it. I don't think Katie Porter is going to make it. I think Adam just has so much name recognition and cash on hand that he is just going to flood the airwaves. And honestly, Californians like him. Like people down in Los Angeles, everybody in Los Angeles that I have ever spoken to about politics, they all think that Adam Schiff is a really, really smart dude and he would be a really good senator for California. Now, the only drawback to that is we're going from 2 female senators, 2 of the longest serving female senators in history, and we're probably going to go to 2 male senators, which is a very big change for California. I don't think that it's, as big of a change as it would be in like a red state if like a Republican woman was being replaced by a Republican man, just because Democratic senators, male senators do have a lot of their female constituents in mind when they are in the Senate looking at laws and, trying to protect people and their access. So we're going to see. It's going to be an interesting race. But I'm all for this. I like Ben Savage. Maybe he's going to have his brother come out, and we can like Wonder Years it all. It'll be great. I'm really going to enjoy this, I think.
Ben Savage for president.
Yeah, but seriously, if his brother were to come out, like, wouldn't that be? I don't know.
That's
just seems
we're changing politics again.
I mean, maybe, but come on, Fred. One of the funniest things, like, Fred Savage hasn't done a whole lot since Wonder Years. He's had some like
Well,
bit
not that we
parts and
know
everything.
of. I mean, he went to school.
No. Fred Savage. We're not talking about Ben.
Oh,
Ben Savage. Ben
Fred.
Savage is the younger brother of Wonder Years star Fred Savage.
Uh-huh.
Okay, but do you remember Fred Savage's role in? I think it was Austin Powers 3. He was like he was a spy, right? And he had like a huge mole on his face.
Oh,
and
he was
and
there.
Austin Powers couldn't stop
Yeah.
saying mole.
Uh-huh.
Mole, moly. For whatever, it was so dumb. It was the dumbest joke in that entire movie. On the floor, I was on the floor, like just crying, laughing when I first saw it. I thought it was just like the funniest thing in the world. Anyway, yes, Fred Savage is going to be out on the campaign trail with his brother Ben Savage, who's going to be running for the 30th Congressional District of California.
That's going to be a fun run. All right, speaking of running, we got to go. We'll be back tomorrow. This is the Barry Funkhauser Show.